position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Utah Utes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Boston. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. Lowers those pads. He's got 42 yards rushing. What a way to get this season started.
And this is how you want to start your season. You want to create as many explosive plays as possible. And if you're an offensive coordinator and you can turn and hand the ball off and make big plays, it makes your play calling so easy. Let's see if they continue to run the rock with explosive plays like that.
Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1. Well, that was going to take a Herculean effort by that kicker, and he just didn't have enough leg on that kick.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, that D-tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and was able to get that tackle for loss.
Looking to throw, it's Peace. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of this matchup somewhere else.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They're going to run it. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Ripping through the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Peace. Get it out on the screen. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. All that may be in, and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They're on the board first here in the season opener. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Back in the offense coming onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The give to the back. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. He's up to 57 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. And the Utes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Bringing the heat. Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Beebe. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Utes come to the line in the hurry up.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Now looking to throw back to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. He didn't have the accuracy either. And that's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
And some room to work. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Dropping back, it's Peace. The sweet feet buy a little time. Throws to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Boston. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Utes are in the hurry up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Hartman. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
These third downs, man, they're critical down in distances. When you have mobile quarterbacks, it's just so great to know that, one, they can get it throwing it for your offense, but two, if it's not there, they can take off and scramble and generate big plays as well. This guy now, because of his athleticism, he's got the offense knocking on the door inside the opponent's 10-yard line.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Trying to bull his way in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
Fielded in the end zone. It's busted. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. From the shotgun, the inside give. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
The Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you see him there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Fires to the big fella. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches.
There he goes. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9. He now has 111 yards rushing, and with that run, He's now over 100 yards on this opening day. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. A first down run on the doorstep. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's good. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Power football with the run. He has the first and still on his feet. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Caught over the middle. It's Larson. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Trying play action. Might be looking to run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Utes want to crank the tempo. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He throws one to the left. And it's caught inside the 20. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Still looking, on the move. Touchdown, Utes! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth, shots, trying to make some plays and really go for it.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Pucks it out of the air. Breaks into the open. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Here's the handoff. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Handoff to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with. It's a really good timing between those two on that play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Hartman. With the catch, it's Boston. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Just keep slinging it. Pocket breaking down. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the lone running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got him, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Here come the Irish back on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They've got the screen set up. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like a pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll go right back to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up 3rd down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This time it's complete. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Hands it off on the counter. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got his man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Notre Dame once back up near its own goal line, now on the move. They'll leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a man, it's Peace. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone, and the field starts to shrink. They really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
And it's no good. He missed it. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game.
That's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll give it to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. With the catch, it's Rodgers. Slips, slithers, and jukes his way out to the 26.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Makes the catch down the right side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. These 2 teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The corners are walked up tight. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off from the shotgun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Scrambling away. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
Got room on the return. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Catch in the middle. It's Beebe. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down. And this offense is smelling the end zone. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
Wants to throw it. Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
You hear the term catch radius thrown around there often. I know it's become very cliche. This guy has it, though. That was unbelievable focus and concentration. In the end zone, he's only able to get one hand up to try and secure the catch. And just, I don't know, does he have stickum on his gloves? That was absolutely remarkable, highlight-type play. You just don't...
He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Irish.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. Coming out with it, it's Boston. He gets a block. He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Looking downfield, it's Peace. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. This time on target. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll go back to the ground. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and fortunately ended up losing yards.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Hauls it in. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Keeps the play going. He's going to take off.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Larson. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
We've seen this guy come up with some huge throws in this game, and already on the drive, he's thrown a couple of completions. He's got them in a rhythm. This team believes they're going to win this game because of this guy playing the quarterback position.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize the...
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle trying to steamroll his way in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Well, tempo is going to be a big deal right now. But 4th down coming up, trailing, you have to dial up the right play right here, Dave.
And first things first, you got to get the 1st down. Like, I got to convert this 4th down. The clock is irrelevant at that point. Then I got to kick it in high gear, make some plays, getting scoring position to try to take the lead.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own one. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. And the Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The play action fake. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
The Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Here's the punt, and he's done better. Not much on that one. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Peace. Fires to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
As a defense, the important thing to understand about this situation is I know where they got to get to. They got to get to the end zone. I can drop back, play everything a little bit deeper, make them throw that ball underneath, come rally and tackle. So I got them in a very predictable situation.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been